The following video was discovered and shared by user Lucky, and it was apparently captured by an urban explorer on a late summer night. The man was alone at the time, and his destination of choice was an abandoned tunnel, which was located a couple of miles away from his hometown. Many urban legends are being told about this place, and several people claim to hear eerie voices stemming from within ever so often. So this man clearly was out for some thrills. Let's see what happened in there, shall we? At this point, the external battery of his flashlight seemed to malfunction, and he had to rely on a way weaker light source. But only a couple of steps later, he got terrified and even dropped his gear. The man claims that he returned shortly after to retrieve his camera and bolted out of there as fast as he could. After rewatching the video, he got goosebumps over his whole body. It appears that a group of people is walking towards the entrance of the tunnel, but something appears off in the way they are walking. Did he capture some spirits here? What do you think? Now we're looking at a video recorded by Corey333, who shared this clip on Reddit. He believes that he might have recorded the spirit of his deceased pet, following his cat into a room. His post reads, "This is a video from my camera in my house. I used it to see what my cat gets up to when I'm gone. You can see my cat go upstairs, and soon after, something follows him. He's the only animal in the house. We used to have a small dog, but he passed away 4 years ago. Let's take a look." And then the recording ends. So, what was going on here? You can clearly see the cat go upstairs, and then there appears to be a blurry shadow following her. Can we believe the reports that this might even be the spirit of their deceased dog? It is likely. Or is this just a bug, or maybe some dust in the room? Let me hear your explanation. The next video was sent by Peptaro. The user tells me that we are looking at a CCTV recording, which was recorded one night after closing hours in a local pub. The place is located in a hundreds of years old building, and many customer reports have spoken of glasses being flicked off the table, sudden bursts of wind, and other strange occurrences that take place in there on a regular basis. So ghost stories are certainly nothing new. This night though, the security guard noticed that there seemed to be a bit more going on than just poltergeist activity. A dark shadow entity seems to be hovering behind the counter, Possibly working the beer dispenser and giving out glasses in the afterlife? The owner suspects that it could be a former employee. Some people say that it might just be a bug or something. But this seems unlikely, the owner states. Who can say?
Now we want to check out a video from Lee Farrell, and his description reads: I was asleep and got woken up by a flash or something and put my torch on to see a shadow. It started moving, but it was a still picture. Strange. I don't know what he means by that, but let's see. Oh, so he woke up in his room, I suppose, and that thing was reflecting in the mirror. What is that? Well, he's saying he doesn't see anything. He has no idea where that comes from. That is... It looks like a woman that is... trying to pick something up, perhaps? Ah, this is a weird recording. I mean... it's kind of weird that that thing is not moving an inch, right? That it's static movement. I don't know. What do you guys think? Could this be like a shadow apparition? Or is that just a trick of the eye? Maybe something reflecting, you know, off the phone? Or whatever he was using to record it with? But it kind of moves a little bit with his camera too, no? It is, though, in the shape of a woman in a dress with her hair up. That's at least what I can see, you know, kneeling down a little bit and grabbing something perhaps, but really.
This next clip takes us to another eerie crash site where EMS crews and police were on scene. You can hear the reporter setting the scene for viewers. It was in that moment the camera caught something unsettling.
Parente das vítimas que seguia em outro veículo viu pelo retrovisor o momento em que a caminhonete capotou. A suspeita é que a motorista tenha tentado desviar de um animal que cruzou a pista. No local onde
Inside the wrecked car, a dark, twisted face appears at the window. Some think it's a lost spirit trapped in the metal, while others fear something far more sinister. Even now, no one knows who or what it was, since the area was closed off right after the crash. Chilling, right? This clip was sent by Andrea, and she said that the following man was on a round trip and apparently noticing mysterious events unfolding in a public restroom. It is unclear what noises actually caused the man to get out his cell phone. But right after, he captures the first activity. This is certainly pretty creepy. I bet the man thought the same at the time. As he checks out the stall that seemed to be empty at the time, he documents every little detail. Could he record a ghost lady in the mirror? Was she also tampering with the door of the store? Hard to say. This video takes place late one night when a bunch of friends decide to check out an abandoned hospital. And honestly, none of them would have gone in there alone. Word is, there's something not quite right about this place. Even though the hospital's been closed for ages, with no doctors or patients around anymore. Lucky for these friends, the emergency power was still running, keeping some lights on in the building. But even with the lights working, what happens next is pretty freaky.
Familia, estamos aquí en el hospital Felipe. Son las... ¿Qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es, familia? ¿Qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es? La 1:08. La 1:08. La 1:08.
If you watch closely, it happens super fast. There's this shadow figure that just walks right past the group. None of them saw it at the time, and they only caught it later when they were watching their video back. And when you look really carefully, you can make out what looks like the shape of a small person. A lot of people think this might be the ghost of someone who passed away in the hospital. Maybe a former patient who doesn't realize they're gone. Whether it's a ghost or something else entirely, whatever got caught on camera that night is still a mystery. Tonight we wanna follow FrostmareTV into the Penhurst Asylum, which doesn't need any further introduction really. It was an institution for the mentally and physically disabled back in the day, and after 79 controversial years, it closed its gates for good in 1987. Franco is alone this night, which is mostly the case, and he wonders if maybe something paranormal can be captured here. Let's take a look.
There's beds all over the floors. Okay, they're not prison cells. That looks like a slide. Or something here for the children. Oh wow, there's paintings of trees.
So we can already tell that the atmosphere is pretty eerie to say the least. But a little bit later, things really started to get interesting. Could this be the cry of a child that used to be hospitalized here? Or maybe more reasonable, an animal.
Watch your ears, guys. Lower your volume a little bit. Hello? Oh. Oh, this is terrifying. Okay, I'm not touching this door at all. This door is literally knocking behind me. Listen. There's so much going on here.
camera that was placed outside the premises caught something else though. He speculates that it could have been the spirit from the past. What do you think? This next clip comes to us from the Dark Dimension. The story goes that a man was walking home around 2 AM when he noticed something strange in the distance. It looked like a woman. However, according to the man, she was inexplicably tall, and there was something odd about the way she was walking. The man stated that the woman froze him in fear, and he felt completely unable to move for a few minutes until she had passed. The man also noticed that it appeared there were 3 children with the woman, 1 in her arms and 2 walking. Why does the woman appear to be in grayscale while the rest of the film is colored so regularly? Is it possible this is simply a very tall woman walking with her children, or something paranormal? Commenters seem torn on this one. What do you believe? TikTok user Mowgli31100 is venturing through an old abandoned building, and paranormal activity seems to unfold right in front of him. In the search for mysterious forces, he comes across even more inexplicable encounters. This whole night peaks with him capturing a jinn, apparently. What exactly could he capture here? An evil spirit. Looks like a child was giving him a visit here. Now it is uncertain if the spirit popped up once more this night. But I'm sure Mowgli didn't sleep too well after that. The next video was sent by Annette, and she told me that the woman featured in it was just fooling around on her rooftop that night, and her neighbor was filming this whole incident transpire. Neri Kellerman, the woman that is featured in the clip, actually didn't notice anything strange that evening. It was just a goofy skit after all. But when her neighbor sent her the recording via Snapchat, she noticed that there seemed to be an eerie black mass standing right next to Neri, which was creepy enough for them to check the video, and there it was.
No, manches, ¿estás loca? ¿Estás loca, verdad? No.
If you look to your left, there seems to be a figure in a dark robe standing right next to Neri, and of course there was nobody else with them, so they seemed really surprised when they saw that creepy apparition right there. To this day, it's pretty much unclear what happened that night. Some people say it looks like the Grim Reaper. Would you agree? Maybe something else? The This video was uploaded by Vicky Bramshaw, and the woman tells us that it stems from a holiday trip. She and two of her friends went to Ireland that year. They traveled to the St. Peter's Church, and the woman was taking photos and shot video clips in there. On one of her videos, she noticed something truly odd appearing behind one of the cell door windows.
This is the door of the cell in Newgate prison, where St. Oliver Plunkett was in prison for 8 months.
He's an interesting figure, because he was one of the first ecumenical Christian priests.
Was it a ghost? Vic speculated that it might have been the spirit of Oliver Plunkett, who found his end at Tyburn. He was locked in this cell for over 8 months. Could it be so? It does look like the face of someone from another time perhaps, doesn't it? How eerie. The following video was shared by user Acrobatic Bent, and in his opinion, there's something really wrong with his apartment. He saw strange events occur ever so often, and therefore has installed some security cameras to document these events. Up until the following day, he couldn't capture anything significant, besides orbs and doors being moved by themselves. But what he captured the next night left him quite a bit speechless. He believes this to be a spirit that was manifesting in the bedroom, and which was captured by accident. Could this be? People say that it's very unlikely that it was a bug or another artifact. If that's true, what else could this be? Very curious. Erika has forwarded the next video and was supposedly captured by 2 friends. One of the 2 men was just having a phone call with a family member, when the other one was recording the road in front of them. The reason for this is unknown, unfortunately. What's interesting, however, is the movement pattern of a person walking by. It would appear that the upper body is bouncing in a way that does not look very human. I mean, look at that head. What could have caused this phenomenon? It's really strange to say the least, whatever it is that we are seeing here. The 2 men thought the same. Now another extremely creepy capture. It was shared by Love is Love to the paranormal Reddit section. His post reads as follows: My uncle has a trail cam at my old grandparents' house, which are both dead, and the house is abandoned. The camera takes 3 pictures every time a motion is detected. This thing only appears in 1 out of the 3 photos. No idea. Not saying it's a ghost, cause I don't really believe in them. Love also states that 6 minutes before this picture, his uncle was on the property to fix a couple of things. He then left, and this thing popped out of nowhere. The trail camera takes pictures so fast it looks like stop motion. And apparently this thing walked up and was just gone a second after. How creepy is that? People say that this could be a spirit of a long forgotten time. Maybe wearing shackles of some sort. Could this be so? Bone-chilling stuff in my opinion. Whatever got captured here. Now to our next case, which was documented by Breakman, and they show us a mother who was supposedly documenting her daughter because she noticed that the little one was talking with nobody at different times and that she was apparently seeing people in their house even though nobody else was there.
En TikTok existen miles de cuentas, pero pocas logran atrapar a la audiencia como lo hace Soy Gaby91. Detrás de ella está Gaby Martínez, una joven madre que comparte con sus seguidores momentos de su día junto a su esposo y su pequeña hija Regina. Todo parecía normal, hasta que entre los videos comenzaron a surgir señales inquietantes. Desde que Regina era solo un bebé, algo en su comportamiento comenzó a despertar sospechas.
So, her behavior seemed off at the time. What's that voice?
China, vamos a dormirnos. Regina.
Ooh, that voice is creepy alone. I would crap my pants too if I were a kid and look around.
Regina.
Ay, ay,
Vamos
ay.
a dormir.
Well,
Regina.
I mean, the kid is looking around, right? But what is so suspicious about it? Looks like a normal baby. I've seen many babies.
No.
She's interacting with her mother.
Aquella desconcertante e inusual mirada hacia atrás fue el primer indicio de que algo no
This is just a normal thing babies do, I would say. I would not be too concerned about this.
encajaba del todo. Con el paso del tiempo, lo que parecía una simple curiosidad infantil se transformó en una pesadilla creciente.
Growing nightmare. Oh, there was a shadow.
Todo el tiempo nos...
Look at that. Perfectly squeezing through the closet.
intentaba enseñar.
Here. The closet, like... This is one of those fast shadows too, which makes me believe that there might be something paranormal involved, because it's pretty cookie cutter for those kind of sightings. Look again, look how it just passes through. So, you can tell me what you want, guys, but there is something going on. What exactly, I can't tell.
Aquí con la carita que puso fue suficiente.
And there's another shadow.
En varios registros se puede ver cómo la niña queda inmóvil, observando fijamente rincones vacíos de la casa. Su madre, sin entender,
Look right here. I think this is the mother recording her little kid, and then this thing just passes by.
continúa grabando mientras la cámara deja entrever
Yeah,
que
and the kid is looking at it, certainly
tal vez
terrified.
no todo está tan vacío como parece. Los seguidores comenzaron a reaccionar, convencidos de que algo más
Slowly walking through, and the kid is seeing it. That's pretty concerning.
parece.
And now it's midday, and she's seeing something in the hallway, I suppose.
Para la gente que me dice que es en el día, que se asusta a ella, ella siempre apunta ahí.
Contexto para los que no saben, ella hace eso desde que era bebé.
Absolutamente nada, no hay nada. Esta es la mochila, siempre
Alright, so she's pointing at something that is not there.
todo tirado. Es de día, son las 4. ¿Estás bien? No pasa nada, mi reina, no hay nada aquí, ¿ok? ¿Estás bien? Mini.
Regina parece detectar una presencia al otro lado de la puerta. Gaby asegura que la encuentra ahí, parada, como si esperara o temiera a alguien. Ya no son simples grabaciones familiares. Los comentarios piden ayuda urgente.
Alright. There's that closet again, and that shadow. Is that thing living in there, you think, guys? Yeah, look at that, clear as day, hiding behind the wall to what's left, and just... Yeah, I get it. I would be super nervous too if I were that kid and I was the only person seeing it. I wonder if... I mean, they must have seen it too on the camera recording now, no?
En este video, la pequeña se refugia detrás de una puerta. Aterrada, Gaby, desconcertada, revisa el closet con la cámara. Y allí, entre sombras, se distingue claramente algo oscuro que parece esconderse del lente.
Certainly, so this is the second time they actually caught it on video, I suppose.
Intentando llevar una vida normal, Gaby graba otro clip. Regina, una vez más, señala el closet, y cuando la cámara se acerca, una sombra se desplaza dentro del armario, confirmando que no se trata de simple imaginación.
He's describing what we saw, right? Oh, this is the first shadow clip apparently there. I mean, this is pretty curious. Look at that thing. Yeah.
Now we want to take another look at TikTok user Face the Light, who documented a haunting at her former family home that involved a shadow man that had terrorized her for a good while. Now it seems that she has moved and things have gotten a bit more quiet, until the day where she started this particular TikTok again.
Maybe when I'm done with it, I can send you this.
On another TikTok, she continues a room tour, on which she talks about the amazing items that she could gather for her new place. Now let's see.
I just wanted to show you my room. This is the bedding I got. This is the duvet that I grabbed from the house. There's all my books that I could not fit on my shelf. As I saw in the last video, some really weird stuff has been happening around here. Like, I keep hearing like random noises. I don't want to freak you out. I mean, I'm not that worried about it. I mean, it's kind of freaky. But anyways, on a lighter note...
And here the apartment tour continues, and she is aware that these events seem to transpire more and more.
I put the nice towel that you sent me. Thank you.
Who knows? Maybe the thing that was haunting her has moved to the new place with her. And it takes all a pretty dark turn, when indeed what other viewers describe as the Shadow Man is making a return, and freaks the living bejeebies out of her.
There's someone on the back porch.
Pretty much looks like the same figure, doesn't it? The Shadow Man just stands in front of the window for a while, peeking in and staring at her. Then it appears that he makes it into the house for some reason, and this is where Face the Light takes the last couple of recordings of this terrifying being. Isn't that terrifying? What's your opinion? I'll keep you updated on her.
Back in 2007, a household in Puerto Montt, Chile experienced something unsettling. Dark shapes moving around and strange noises at night that seemed to warn them to get out of their home. When law enforcement showed up to check things out, they discovered smashed windows and beds dragged outside.
¡Oh, cuidado! ¡Cuidado, cuidado! ¡Ah! ¡Puto el mueble! ¡Fuera! ¡Fuera, señor! ¡Se lo saca! ¡Fuera, señor! ¡Me rozó! ¡Poder, Dios mío! ¡Saca todo eso! ¡Fuera, Dios mío! ¡Toque el poder de Dios, señor! ¿Lo botó? ¡Puta, no, señor! ¡Fuera, señor! ¡Sácala! ¡Con Dios!
During the inquiry, while Officer Boris Oliveira was talking with the family members, a tile unexpectedly dropped from the ceiling space, making everyone more nervous. Video recordings from inside the house later showed a dark form quickly moving through the background.
Evidencia, ¿no es cierto?
Worried about their well-being, the police suggested the family spend the night somewhere else. A small group was hanging out, just having a casual night in, when things took a weird turn. Strange stuff started happening around the house, enough to make them call the police.
On va rentrer tranquillement. What?
C'est vous? Excusez-moi, est-ce que vous pouvez baisser la caméra?
Ouais, bien sûr.
Bon. What? Il y a de l'ambiance chez vous, monsieur?
Bah ouais. Ouais, vous voulez venir avec nous ou quoi?
Bah écoutez, non.
As the officers walked through the home, checking things out, something suddenly dropped off a shelf without warning. Nobody had touched it. Despite how creepy everything felt, the cops couldn't find a logical reason for any of it. No intruders, no explanations, just a strange energy hanging in the air. The group wasn't reassured by the visit. If anything, they felt even more uneasy once the police had left.
This is a pretty cool recording. It's called Ghost at the Crescent Hotel at the back of the hall. It has been shared by Fozo, and the footage has been stabilized. Apparently, you can see it appears to be a semi-transparent figure walking at the end of the hallway. And this to me looks pretty odd.
This clip was recorded by a night guard who was patrolling an old building in the Philippines. He noticed that a woman in white seemed to walk through the hallways. This, of course, captured the guard's attention, and it was in his best interest to find the lady. But it appeared that she was just gone.
No. Hey. Hello?
It took a couple of moments until she reappeared.
Hello? No. No.
First he hears a noise, and then... I bet that this night he went to bed with some nightmares. Late at night, two officers were driving through a quiet small town. They spotted someone odd standing by the roadside. The sight was strange enough that they pulled out their cameras to record it. At first, they thought it was just a prankster trying to scare drivers.
No.
Still, the urban legend of a roaming ghost that appears in this area made them hesitate. They didn't just dismiss the possibility. Suddenly, it felt like they might have caught the real thing. Pretty creepy and mysterious. The next video comes to us from the channel Mr. Ghost. Mr. Ghost is a team of paranormal researchers based in Texas. They write that their mission is to seek out allegedly haunted locations, authenticate evidence of the paranormal, research all paranormal stories, and conduct scientific methods, plus metaphysical approaches during investigations. But actually, what makes this sighting so different is that it was captured in one of the investigators' own homes. When the resident received a motion alert from their dining room security camera, they were truly shocked at the capture. A chair is seen sliding from the dining table, pulled by an unseen force. To make things even more unsettling, look out the window on the left. Something can be seen moving rapidly outside the window. It's hard to make out the shape of the figure. It is all black and moving sporadically before disappearing again once the chair is pushed back into its original position. Do you believe the shadow in the window and the chair moving are connected? Or just a strange coincidence? Is it possible that the entity was trying to get the attention of someone inside the house? Let me know your thoughts on this one.
Next, we look at another CCTV recording that was captured by David LaCroix. He sent me a message on Facebook and told me that a ghost apparently had been caught in an adult store. It is unfortunately unknown if it was himself or friends that had recorded it at the time. Yet, all of them seem to see it on the CCTV recording when watching it together a bit later. Let's see.
Hold on, I have to go all the way to the beginning. At least I'll get the beginning. Like it jumps. How come their activity is space? Do you see this?
How it's that space, huh?
There's your...
There it goes.
Right there.
There it goes. But we saw it slowly move to the silicone.
So it went over here, it went over there, and then it went this way.
Yeah.
But on here...
Moth or bug or something. But it's huge, though. Take the flash off. Yeah, it's right there. Oh my god, it's a blur.
There, it's moving.
It's moving that way. And it's black. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's so nice! It flew to the corner.
It did go to the corner.
Oh my god!
I have it on tape.
So, what's going on here? It's a pretty small object that appears on camera and is almost semi-transparent. It could be a bug, like one of the ladies has pointed out. But how did they notice it in the store then, at the time?